But right now, Bryan Fischer is on the line with us. The Fox News' war on Christmas seems to be well underway, and the American Family Association has jumped on board. AFA.net is their website. Bryan is the director of issue analysis. Bryan, welcome back. And the host of the Focal Point radio program on the AFR Talk network. Bryan, welcome back to the program.
Thank you, Tom.
So you guys have compiled a list of companies who are, do I get this right, pro-Christmas versus anti-Christmas?
This is a true fact.
Okay. Tell me how this works.
Well, we look at the advertising that companies do this time of year, and the ones that use Christmas on a regular basis, we green light them. The ones that refer to Christmas only infrequently get a yellow light, and those that use Christmas sparingly or not at all, they go in the red column.
So the American Family Association and you, Bryan, believe that when Jesus said you have to choose between God or mammon, which is, money and the things and commerce, that he was, lying or just mistaken?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Jesus made it very clear that you could choose between getting rich or you could choose between being virtuous and holy. That you could
Hold it, Tom. So you're saying that if you don't use the word Christmas to describe the Christmas holiday, that there's something virtuous and righteous about that?
What I am saying is that a company that uses Jesus Christ to hustle goods is profaning his name and the work that he did. Yes.
Tom, I got to tell you, I am delighted. Tom, I am delighted to hear that you are concerned about people profaning the name of Jesus Christ. This is a breakthrough. I'm excited.
Bryan, I am a Christian, and I am horrified when people, when for example, Republicans stand up and call themselves Christians and then say, and then completely forget about Matthew 25, the one time in the entire New Testament where the disciples came to Jesus and said, how do we get into heaven? And he said, feed the hungry, heal the sick, clothe the naked, in other words, house the homeless, visit those in prison. And they all freaked out and said, that we're screwed. We'll never make it into heaven, because we've never seen you. He said, at the last days, I'll be sitting there judging the sheep from the goats. I'm sure you're familiar with Matthew 25.
Oh, sure.
And they said, we've never seen you hungry. We've never seen you naked. We've never seen you sick. How are we going to get into heaven? And he said, as you've done to the least of these, my brethren, you've done unto me. And then I see Republicans standing up on the floor of the House of Representatives and people like your organization, the American Family Association, saying, oh, well, we've got to cut these social safety net programs, which is the essence of what Jesus said you've got to do to get into heaven, and instead replace them with tax cuts for millionaires and billionaires. And by the way, let's help Macy's make an extra $1 billion, and let's make sure that Walmart makes an extra $1 billion. Their multi-billionaire owners are really good Christians, and let's use the name of Jesus Christ to do that. It makes me want to puke, Bryan. I think that what you are doing is blasphemous.
Well, Tom, I just got to tell you, I am so heartened to hear you so worked up over blaspheming the name of Christ. I've never heard this coming from you before, and
I'm astounded that you're not ashamed and humiliated that you have been called out for blaspheming the name of Christ.
Barack Obama last spring, he would not even issue a proclamation in connection with the Easter
Bryan,
holiday.
I am astounded that you are trying to change the subject away from the fact that the American Family Association is promoting blasphemy.
Well, Tom, like I say, I think that's terrific that you're concerned about blasphemy. And the other thing...
Why are you not answering the question? Why is the American Family Association promoting blasphemy?
Tom, what we are doing is promoting the day that our nation has set aside to honor the birth of Jesus
Not true.
Christ.
If you were doing that, you'd be out, buying advertising or putting out signs saying, please honor Jesus Christ. Instead, what you're doing is you're saying, we're going to put a gold star by the name of corporations that make a profit by using the name of Jesus Christ, and that is blasphemy. And I don't get it how you guys can even call yourselves Christians and do that.
Well, Tom, number one, I got to take issue with your interpretation of what Jesus said there. That instruction to clothe the naked and to feed the hungry and to shelter the poor, that was not a command that Jesus gave to government. It's a command that he gave to you and to me. And Christians are doing those things every day of the week, 24/7.
You are not government, Bryan. Neither one of us are government. You are the American Family Association, and what you guys are doing is you are promoting big corporations making more profits and using the name of Christ to do it. And I got to tell you, as a Christian, I'm horrified by this.
Well, Tom,
I'm guessing there's a lot of Christians across America who are looking at the American Family Association joining up with the largest corporations in America, and I'm wondering, are you guys getting a kickback from these companies?
Not a dime. We're doing it for the cause, Tom.
Okay, well, what's the cause?
The cause is to protect the
cause
day,
is to commercialize Christmas?
No, the cause is to protect the day that the United States of America has set aside to honor the person of Jesus Christ.
And you're going to protect that by saying, buy more crap made in China? I don't understand why you're laughing,
Tom,
Bryan. This is serious stuff.
No, because Tom, these companies, this has nothing to do with corporate profits. This has to do with the fact that these companies are censoring the name of Christ. They're censoring the word Christmas. It's what we're concerned about is the anti-Christian bias that these companies are representing.
Bryan, I am not going to use my religion, my spirituality, my whatever, as a way to hustle my radio show. Does that make me anti-Christian?
No, I just got to tell you, Tom, I'm excited that you're so concerned about profaning the name of Christ. I love it.
I'm astounded that you're doing it.
No, we're trying to keep it from being done.
You are absolutely doing it, Bryan.
Keep it from being done.
You will not answer the hard questions.
What's the hard question, Tom? I don't get it.
The hard question is, why are you willing to say that why is it that you're elevating commercialism, which Jesus explicitly opposed? Why are you elevating that as a way of promoting Christianity when, in fact, that is it's antithetical to the message of Christianity?
Well, first of all, Christ is not opposed to commercialism. You know, when he told the parable of the talents, he gave varying amounts of talents to his employees based on their skill.
That had nothing to do with employees.
And I want you to go out and I want you to invest this and I want you to make money. And when I come back, I'm going to evaluate the rate of return that you got on what I entrusted.
You and I both know that parable was not
at all opposed to enterprise. He's not opposed to capitalism. He's not opposed to free enterprise. He's not opposed to making a profit. In fact, the guy,
and if you made a big profit and became a rich man, you could slip through that needle's eye.
Jesus said, "You're a wicked and lazy slave because you did not put the money to work that I gave you to generate more profit." So,
Bryan, if that parable, which it can be interpreted a dozen different ways, if that parable is your interpretation of Christianity, you know, God bless you, my brother. I am so sorry. I will pray for your soul. I am so sorry to hear that.
Well, Tom,
Bryan Fischer, blasphemer with AFA.net.
This is the Thom Hartmann Program.
This is tragic. This is just absolutely tragic that people would use the name of Christ to promote commercialism.